Hello everyone. If you're new here, my name is Mary Mutisia. If you're not, welcome back. On today's topic, we're going to cover the things that I did to prepare for Kenya School of Law. Now, without wasting any time, I have written notes over here which I'll be checking from time to time, so don't worry when I start looking on the other side. So the first thing I did was reread my old notes from campus. Yes, you heard that right. I went back to the notes that I needed. In Kenya School of Law, there are about 9 units. So I took notes for the 9 units and just perused through them to check if the laws were still applicable and if I could remember maybe a thing or two. You don't want to go into class and you don't have any information. You just blank. I didn't want that. So I wanted to be familiar with some of the notes. Okay, the second thing I did was get a comfortable living arrangements. I know people who wanted to go to Rungai and stay there, and so that they can have an easier time commuting from their home place to school. I knew that was not going to work for me because I wanted to commute from home, so I had to estimate the time that I had to wake up in order to make it to school. So I knew by around 5 I had to be out of the door if I wanted to make it to the morning class. That was a sacrifice that I was willing to make. The third thing I did was create a comfortable space. When KSL announced to us that we were going to do this online for the first term, I knew immediately that I needed a study space. I don't have a study room at home, and I didn't have any comfortable place to set up my little study area. So this is my corner. Yes, this is my small corner that I use to attend classes, read personally, attend meetings. This is just my space for reading. So I assume that I'm in school anytime I enter this room. The fourth thing I did was get suits made. I had to buy 2 pieces of suits from easily, and I know people don't like buying from easily because you feel like you're wearing a uniform and so many people have the same clothes that you have. But I found 2 unique sets that I picked from easily, and then I had others. I don't just say custom made because that seems so expensive, but I had them made, and they're not 10,000 worth of suits. No, I don't have that kind of money, but I did have some suits made because in campus I didn't have a lot of suits, and most of them that I had were thrifts, and I wanted to go into KSL with a new energy, feeling fresh, Yeah, so get your suits made. The fifth thing I did was collect past papers. I have people who've been to KSL before, friends of mine like Fire, and I collected past papers from them to look at the questions and also just to store them in case I need them. You will always need these things when you at KSL or whatever level of law studying that you're doing. You will always need past papers to see how previous students before you were gauged in the exams. So I collected a lot of them. I have them stored in my computer, just waiting for the day that I decide to pounce on them and to look through them. The sixth thing I did, which is very important, is I spoke to people who passed the bar in one sitting. I know so many people who go through KSL and they do not make it in their first sitting. So it was important for me because of the pressure that I felt about the horror stories of Kenya School of Law. I wanted to make sure that I get some positive information. So I called up 2 of my friends and asked them what they did, the strategies they did, and if they think the success at Kenya School of Law was attributed by any factors. And yes, they gave me the tips, they told me everything that they did, and so I felt well prepared and ready for this challenge that is the Kenya School of Law. The seventh thing I did, which is basically the most important thing of them all, I asked my family for support. Yes, I sat my family down, told them that I have a plan of going to Kenya School of Law, and they needed their support financially, and they also needed their support emotionally and physically, because this is going to be a rough 9 months. The first 9 months is going to be a marathon, and I needed someone to push me when I don't feel like going an extra mile, and I needed someone to pay my fees, to pay my transport, my lunch, and all those things. I needed my family's support to remind me why I'm doing this in case I stop focusing. And Basically, these are the 7 things, the 7 most important things I think I did before going to Kenya School of Law. And I feel so prepared when I'm here. I feel like I am ready to conquer. Let me know if there are any other points that I have left out that you feel are necessary for people who are going to join Kenya School of Law next year or the years to come. So that when they go through the comments, they can see that there are other things that other people did that helps them. Remember, this channel is about helping people who are coming after us so that they can make smarter decisions and be better lawyers. Thank you and see you next time.